Good afternoon, my dear grade 10 students. I hope you people are all relaxed now after your exam. So, from tomorrow onwards, we're going to start with the new syllabus and new classes after this half-yearly exam. So, I hope you people are done with the paper. So, you people are going to score good marks in that. And I want to say you one more thing. If you're not able to perform well in these exams, so still we have chances till your last final examination, board examination. Fine. So you can improve yourself, and it's not bad to fail sometimes. You will learn many things with failure even. So let's keep on try with our best efforts. So with this, I'm just going to discuss the answer key for this exam. So what you are going to do, you are going to match your answers and you will come to know how you performed in the exam. Fine. And with that, you need not to just worry about, you need to work hard. And if you find any of the points which you are not still understanding, so you can even take the help of your teachers for your better performance in the final exams. So we are there to help you every time, my dear students. So as we are serving Cambridge International School Dasua, so Cambridge School is always with you to help our students in any of the way where you need our help. Fine. So we are there with you. So let's now start with your answer key. So here the subject is economics and half yearly examination answer key. We are going to discuss that, and grade is 10 and my name is Sarita Saini. So questions, as you know, MCQs were there, 12 to 20 questions that will be MCQ. So that was the number. So 1 mark each and 9 questions were there for MCQs. Then short answer type, there were two questions, 21 and 22. So 21 has got the option, and that is again the choice was there. So I have mentioned both the things, and these questions are for 3 marks. So two questions for 3 marks, it is total of 6 marks link. Now the last one is 23 marks. 23rd question is of 5 marks, and total with this that will be of 20 marks. So with that आपकी economics 20 marks की हो जाती है. So now let's move to the answers of MCQs. So here is the answer of first link. So your first answer is mention the formula for calculating BMI. So BMI is weight in kilograms over height in meters. I just mentioned here क्योंकि मेरे पास ऑप्शन नहीं थी तो मैंने मीटर्स को मीटर स्क्वायर अगर करना था तो मैंने क्या कर दिया इनटू मल्टीप्लाई ट्वाइस. सो दैट इज अगेन द स्क्वायर. हाइट इन मीटर्स, that is a square. ठीक है. So next question is which of the following statement defines development. So other three statements are wrong. People do not look at mix of goals. These all things, everybody is not looking for development. So the last option is the correct one according to development. So if you read the chapter in a proper way, so you will understand this is the correct answer. Next is according to Human Development Report, UNDP compares, this we already revised, and the answer is health status, that is the blank, and second is per capita income. So that is your answer. Now let's move to the next point. So here is which of the following is related to agriculture. So dairy is related to agriculture, rest all are services. Fine. So next is the income. 16th question. The income of the country is the income of all residents of the country is called what we call it as. That is national income or the total income. So in your book they have mentioned total income even and the national income also. And the per capita income is also known as this. I already told you average income. So everybody know we have already done in the notes. Now 17th question. Find the incorrect option. So incorrect option is the C. Fine. Modern forms of money include currency, paper notes. That is true. Modern currency is not made of precious metals, so gold and silver की आजकल नहीं मिलती है currency. ठीक है. And the C is modern currency is used with the use of its own. So we don't have any use of its own. Like gold का अगर गोल्ड की मोहर होती रही तो उसका अपने आप में यूज था. यहाँ पे कोई यूज नहीं है. ठीक है. The RBI issues currency notes on behalf of the central government. That is again true. So incorrect option is C. So I hope some of the students, they might be just got confused regarding which is the correct option. So it is the incorrect option which I have asked in the question. Next thing is arrange the following in the correct sequence. So correct sequence is 2 1 3, 4. I told you we always check the interest rate, then we apply for the loan, then we do documentation, then mode of repayment is there. So 2, 1, 3, 4. A option is the correct answer. Now let's move to the next question. Fine. In the question, assertion reasoning is there. So in that question, see which is the correct answer. That is A option. So in the question given below, there are two statements, assertion and reason. Read the statements and choose the correct option for this. Assertion, they have given you the value of final goods and services produced in each sector during a particular year provides the total production of the sectors for that particular year. ठीक है. So reason behind this is the sum of production in all the three sectors gives what is called gross domestic product. So GDP कहते हैं उसको. So of a country. So it is value of all final goods and services produced within country during a particular year. So first answer is A. So your option A, that means assertion and reasoning both are correct and R is the correct explanation of A. So that is why the first option is correct. Rest all options are not correct. Fine. Now the last one is Surbhi has taken a loan of Rupaya 9 lakhs from the bank and to purchase a shop for a boutique. She has to open a boutique. So the annual interest rate for that on the loan is 15% and the loan is to be repaid in 3 years in monthly installments. Fine. The bank retained the papers of the shop as collateral. So paper जो थे shop के उसको as a collateral उन्होंने रख लिया. ठीक है. So which will be returned to Surbhi when only when she repays the entire loan with interest. But Surbhi was confused which mode of repayment, which mode of payment, that is also correct. So she will choose. So regarding this, she has to pay back. Fine. So mode of repayment, that she was confused. So answer is the mode of repayment. Fine. So that is connected with this. So with this, our MCQs are over. Now we are moving towards the link second. So next is, why do we need to expand formal sources of credit in India? This is 21st question. Fine. So in this, explain with reason. So first answer is, we need formal sources of credit in order to reduce the dependence of farmers on informal sources of credit like money lenders. So the poor people are, poor farmers are, they are dependent on informal sources. So उनको बचाने के लिए we need to expand formal sources of credit. Next is to reduce the higher risk associated with the informal sources of credit. As you know, there are fluctuating terms. वो कुछ कहते हैं, कुछ करवाते हैं, अंगूठा लगवाते हैं और उनको लूट लेते हैं. So with this point, to reduce the higher risk associated with the informal sources of credit because of fluctuating terms and conditions, ठीक है? So we need to expand the formal sources of credit. Next is to avail cheaper credit to farmers in rural areas. So इन सब चीजों के लिए हमें क्या करना होता है? That is, we need to expand the formal sources of credit. So now let's move to the option part. So here is, why do banks and cooperative societies need to lend more? So why they have to lend more? Reason is behind this. So explain. It is necessary for the banks and cooperative society to increase their lending facilities in rural areas because the money lender who lend money are charging a large amount of interest on the loan, and it was very difficult for the rural people to pay the interest. So we have done the case of Savita. She was not able to pay back to Tejpal in a proper way. So that is the reason. So next is, all their earning was spent in paying interest. Fine. So interest is very much for them. So they are paying the interest only. The banks and cooperative society can provide loan at lower prices, lower interest rate, which enables rural people to avoid such a situation. So the first reason behind this is, moreover, it is important to improve the credit system of India. In India, for this purpose, we need to it is important to provide cheap loans to the people and with credit policies in rural areas. So this is the reason why they need to lend more in rural areas. Fine. So that is what they are talking about. So this thing will help the people to start their own small business, or they can also get engaged in other non-farming activities. So this is also the reason why people want, why these cooperatives should be promoted to lend more. So this is the point. So लोग दूसरा business भी start कर पाए rather than farming activities only. Fine. So next thing is, and if this happens, people of rural areas are not get exploited. So cooperatives and banks, they are not exploiting the poor people, and they are protecting even their interests. Fine. So, and economic growth, with this economic growth of the country should be possible. So that is why we need banks and cooperatives to lend more. Fine. So this is the answer. Now, इसके अलावा अगर किसी ने कोई भी पॉइंट्स लिखे हैं तो इफ आई फील दैट इज करेक्ट आई कैन गिव यू मार्क्स फॉर इवन दैट. ठीक है माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, ये मत सोचना कि बहुत हार्ड एंड फास्ट यही चीजें मैंने लिखी है तो ये हो जाएगा. सो इफ आई फील योर आंसर इज जेन्युइनली करेक्ट, सो आई विल करेक्ट योर आंसर. डोंट वरी एट ऑल. फाइन. So next question is, underemployment continues to be rampant in rural areas. Rampant means problem. ठीक है. So suggest any three ways through which unemployment for rural people can be generated. So all these points are given in your book, my dear students. So हमने क्या करना है, any three points you can use for this. कोई भी इनमें से 3 point लिखे तो that will be your answer. That is your correct answer. So underemployment continues to be rampant in rural areas. The ways through which employment for rural people can be generated are underemployed means. अब underemployment की पहले meaning भी बताना हमें. Underemployed means that the number of people that are involved in a particular work is more as compared to the actual number of people required for a particular job to do the same job. Fine. So the first point, how we can the ways which through which we can create employment in rural areas. So the first point is, we can start with the projects of construction of dams and roads in the village area. Then people can also start service sectors like banking and trade. They can even start that. Next is, they can even start with the promotion of small industries in the rural areas to increase the employment. Fine. Next is to invest and employ people in providing transportation and storage services. So cold storage is that we already done. Fine. Next is fifth point, that is the government can open training centers, and they can even tell people to train other people with financial assistance. Fine. So next thing is, the government can provide credit facilities to the people through proper channels of the formal sector. So all these points are there which will provide you ways through which we can create employment in the rural areas. So let's now move to the last question. Now describe the role of technology in promoting globalization process. So for role of technology in globalization, the first point is ट्रांसपोर्ट सेक्शन जो है एक्सपोर्ट एंड इम्पोर्ट का काफी ज्यादा उसमें चेंजेस आए हैं. सो ट्रेड रिलेशंस काफी इंक्रीज हो गया बिकॉज ऑफ दिस टेक्नोलॉजी. ठीक है. सो हम लोग पहले यहाँ पे एक ही कंट्री में घूमना मुश्किल था, अब हम डिफरेंट कंट्रीज में विद द हेल्प ऑफ एरोप्लेन्स वी आर मूविंग. फाइन. नेक्स्ट इज टेक्नोलॉजी इम्प्रूव्स एफिशिएंसी, एंड इसकी वजह से क्या हुआ है, सारी जो एक्सचेंज प्रोसेस है हमारी फ्रॉम वन कंट्री टू अनदर, दैट इज इवन बिकेम फास्टर एंड चीपर. Fine. Next thing is, development in information and communication technology has been most beneficial. So अभी भी हम लोग इंटरनेट के बेसिस पे पढ़ रहे हैं. So this was all possible because of the technology only. Now IT has also production of services and outsourcing like call centers and online teaching. All these things are the part of this. Fine. Next is, telecommunications have improved contact between people. ठीक है. अब जो लोग एक ही जगह पे थे वो अब पूरी कंट्री में कहीं पूरे वर्ल्ड में कहीं पे भी बात कर सकते हैं, कहीं भी बिजनेस कर सकते हैं. सो दैट ऑल्सो एट द मिनिमल प्राइसेस. So they are into the contact with each other at minimal prices. So with this आपका पूरा का पूरा जो है that is answer key is now finished. आपने अगर 5 points लिखे, इसके अलावा भी कोई आपका acceptable point लगेगा तो I can give you marks. So my dear students, this is very general question. You can give answer with your point of view even. ठीक है. तो सीबीएसई आपका कभी भी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू इग्नोर नहीं करती. सो इन द एंड आई वुड से थैंक यू टू ऑल. गॉड ब्लेस यू माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स. सो कोई बात नहीं, अगर इस पर अच्छे नहीं मार्क्स आए तो नेक्स्ट टाइम हम फिर से हार्ड वर्क करेंगे, एंड वी विल वर्क वेरी हार्ड, एंड वी विल definitely perform very good in the board examination. So thank you so much. God bless you all. Stay happy, stay healthy, and take care of your family. Fine. And pray every day this COVID-19 ends soon. Okay, my dear students. So that's all for today. Thank you so much.